What is going on, everybody? I'm back with another episode of Matt Talks. Today, this is episode 4. We are discussing the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. It just came out last Thursday, I believe, maybe Friday. Can't really remember. But yeah, today I'm joined by Everett and Damien, like always. And yeah, before we start, how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Good? I am fantastic.
Summer, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, lucky you. It's not summer.
Me and Damien had like the best week of our lives last week. Is that right? Whatever,
What?
bro. Whatever. Yeah, dude. Last week was amazing. How you doing, Everett?
I'm doing okay. College sucks.
Hanging in there?
Don't take a 5-week differential equations course ever.
All right, well, guys. So Kenobi is a big deal right now. So we've been waiting years for this show to come out. What's that?
Didn't it come out early on accident too?
No, not an accident. They
Slightly
released it
early?
a few hours early on purpose. Yeah,
Well,
I think they
didn't
announced
tell
it
people
at Celebration.
as early. They told them pretty late though, right? I thought.
I don't really remember. I know they released it at 9:00 p.m. You know, compared to 12, it's like 3 hours early.
Still a big difference for like people across.
True.
Like in New York, it would be midnight versus the 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Because some people probably planned for, I'm going to wake up at like 2:30 so I can watch it as soon as it comes out. So probably threw them off.
Yeah. So let's just, I guess let's just dive right into it. We can start with the episode 1, discussion, and then we'll after every overview we discuss, we will dive into the questions for each episode, and yeah, we'll go from there. And then, as always, after every episode, we'll stop and look at the chat to see if anyone's asking any questions. So here we go. What's that? Nothing? Okay. Episode 1, Obi-Wan Kenobi. All right, so here's my overview, guys. Obi-Wan is hiding on Tatooine. We see him as a butcher of some sort. He's going by the name Ben. Inquisitors arrive on Tatooine and threaten everybody while trying to search for Jedi. The third sister is introduced. Her name is Reva, and she's in desperate search of Kenobi for unknown reasons. Owen Lars wants Obi-Wan to leave Luke alone, and then a Jedi comes to Obi-Wan for help, but he rejects him and tells him the time of the Jedi are over and to bury his lightsaber. That Jedi ends up being killed. Then we get to see Alderaan and little Princess Leia. We get a slow, cheesy chase scene, and then she gets captured by some bounty hunters. Bail Organa reaches out to Obi-Wan for help in rescuing Leia. Obi-Wan initially refuses, but then Bail shows up in person to convince him. Obi-Wan finally gives in and goes and retrieves his buried lightsaber, where we also see Anakin's. He then boards his ship to leave to the planet Daiyu. The episode ends. I think I pretty much summed it up shortly. Let me know if I missed anything, guys. But yeah, that was pretty much it for that episode. Do you want to add anything in that overview before I start in the questions?
I still hate the Grand Inquisitor's head.
Why? It's not even that bad.
It should be. It's not okay. It's not that bad. After seeing the episode and actually watching it, it's not that bad. But I still think they should have made his head just a little bit bigger.
Bro,
we've seen his like species in Star Wars before, and their heads were slightly bigger than that. But I'm done with that now. But yeah, it should be just a little bit more like an upside down parrot.
In the trailer, honestly, the addition of Sith eyes that they gave him makes him look so much better, in my opinion.
I agree.
I'm glad they did that. I think they went back and did that because fans were complaining. But yeah, I really don't think he looks that bad. I don't. But
he doesn't, but it still bothers me.
What's up, Pat? Thank you for stopping by to say hi. But yeah, so I'll take that off the screen now. Got a few things to share later on.
I just love staring into his eyes, though. Why'd you have to get rid of
it? But yeah, other than that, you have anything to say before I get into questions? Either of you? No? Okay. So my first question They're not really too in-depth questions. They're kind of just like, what do you think of this, or why did this happen? You think whatever, you know. So my first one is Order 66 opening scene, first impressions. What do you guys think of that whole opening scene with Order 66?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you
either
gotta
one.
go first.
All right. I think it was really intense. You know what I'm saying? Since we've never really seen that full side yet, and it was honestly pretty scary in the beginning, where a lot of them were dying, and the fight scene was pretty cool. Even though it didn't really last long, but it was also more of like a backstory, so that if you need a refresher or something like that. So
Right. Yeah,
obviously,
especially the recap before the whole first episode. I liked seeing that recap. It was nice. What do you think, Everett?
I thought like the opening scene was awesome. Being able to see the Order 66 and the 501st Troopers executing Order 66, and then we see that Jedi Master with the younglings fighting, and then the younglings just take off, and then it opens up to the whole grand, like of the Jedi Temple more wide open.
Right.
You can see more of Order 66.
You can see like on the sides, like other Jedi fighting the clone troopers and shit. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed, but that was the first time, technically, seeing like, what do you call it? What's the word for it? Authentic like clone trooper outfits, like not CGI, like real people in clone trooper armor. So I thought that was really cool. You can definitely tell. And also when I first saw that scene, I for some reason I was thinking we were going to see a little bit of Anakin just come in and start killing people. I thought that would have been really cool.
The younglings. I'm just kidding.
not necessarily, but just like going through the temple, marching with the 501st, and just killing all the Jedi, because we don't see much of that in Revenge of the Sith, and that's a really brutal like moment for Anakin when he's turning to the dark side. And then my second question, I don't know if you guys have any questions for episode 1 or not, but I'm just gonna go through mine.
I do. I'll throw mine in later.
Okay.
Because it's toward the end of the episode.
Okay. My second one is, how did you feel when you saw Obi-Wan again for the first time in 17 years?
He was cutting sashimi.
I did you probably saw, but I did a podcast while I was at Celebration, discussing these first 2 episodes. And I think that was one of the questions that they asked me. And yeah, I thought it was awesome seeing Ewan McGregor play Obi-Wan again for the first time in almost 20 years. It was absolutely insane. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say about that. What about you, Damien?
He looks really rough. I say in the first episode, he looked kind of tired, old. A little homeless.
For good reason, though, right? Makes sense, right?
Depressed.
Right.
Because that's kind of like how it was, right? He was supposed to be sad, depressed, and we see him like away from the Jedi Order for the first time after Order 66.
Exactly. I think they did a really good job displaying how sad he is and the mindset that he's in.
Well, because he must be blaming himself because 100%. Of the Empire and the fall of Anakin and how everything led to it.
Yeah, he definitely blames himself for what happened to Anakin, and so he just, it's all he thinks about. He has nightmares about it, just tormenting him all those years. My third question is, did seeing Alderaan and little Princess Leia catch you guys by surprise at all? Were you guys expecting that?
Hey, where you go first?
I didn't hear you. You kind of cut out in my ear.
Sorry. Yeah, I have bad connection. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I was saying, did seeing Alderaan and little Princess Leia catch you guys by surprise? Like, were you guys expecting that?
I was not. I was more expecting a little bit more. Well, I don't know what I guess I was expecting about that. I was expecting to see more of Luke, but it seems like the story is going to be more based off of trying to save Leia versus him actually just sitting there on Tatooine watching after Luke.
Right. I think they had to. I mean, it's a good plot line in my opinion, but like, if we were to really just sit there and with him on Tatooine, it wouldn't really be a good show. Like you want to have some action in it. Leia is the reason he goes off planet, so it makes for a more interesting show. Oh, were you gonna say something, Damien?
I low-key agree with Everett. I thought it was gonna be more about Luke and how he grew up more than how it has been more of Leia so far. But I like Leia. Mm-hmm. She's funny.
Yeah.
rebellious.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude, she acts just like Carrie Fisher would, and I love that a lot. They did great casting for the little girl. And I was gonna say something else, but I completely blanked out. I did think it was cool seeing Alderaan though, because we don't really see that much. Oh yeah, I was gonna say that I'm glad they're showing Leia because we don't get too much of Leia, in my opinion. It was always in the original trilogy. It's on Luke, you know. So to see some backstory on Leia is a good thing, you know.
Totally
Because
agree.
yeah, because her planet's blown up like right away in A New Hope, so we don't see much.
Boom.
We don't see much of her in her, you know, Bail Organa and her, you know, her other mom.
The Imperial Senator, Bail Organa.
Yeah. Was that already 3? Yeah, that's the only 3 I have for the first one. You can throw yours in if you want.
So I think it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was episode 3 where, or
Whoa,
episode
wait.
1 where episode
Okay.
1 where Obi-Wan overheard people talking about the Inquisitors being on the planet and about Darth Vader and Anakin being alive, and
That's
like
not episode 1.
really, that's not. Damn.
No.
Yeah, see,
Did,
Bummed it.
did you say Kenobi said that or someone else?
Someone else.
Who?
I can't remember who it is. It was
Okay,
overheard.
maybe it was episode 1. I thought you said Kenobi, but I was gonna say that he doesn't find that out till the next one.
Does the first episode end with Vader or
No.
Anakin in the Bacta tank?
The second one.
That's 2. Okay, then that's
The first one. The first
second
one ends with
episode 2.
Kenobi. Yeah, the first one ends with Kenobi finally. He about to get on that ship, and it shows his lightsaber on his belt, and he walks to the ship. That's when it ends.
Yeah, I left my notes at work because I was writing down notes for questions, and I left them all at work. So,
Well, that's great.
but I know seeing Kenobi was like hesitating right before the ship, and just getting that shot with him and his lightsaber.
Ooh.
It's
Yeah,
made me happy.
I thought it was. Oh, I actually have a picture. Hold on. I forgot to download this. Oh, I didn't download it, but I have a tab open for it. I thought it was cool when he went to go dig up his lightsaber, and then we also see Anakin's in the box. He like knew exactly where he buried it in the sand and goes and digs it up. But I thought that was pretty cool.
Him and Anakin's lightsaber.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. Did you have any more for episode 1? No. Okay. Coolio. Let's get past episode 1 then. Nobody commented, so we don't have to go through anything. Easy for us. Obi-Wan Kenobi episode 2. All right, Everett. I think this is where your time to shine is. You're gonna do the overview for us. So go ahead whenever you're ready.
Yes, this is gonna be fun. After shortening it, so Obi-Wan lands on Dayu, and Obi-Wan attempts to try to speak to Qui-Gon, but gets nothing back. He's runs into a stormtrooper that's begging for credits. Obi-Wan
Clone trooper, not stormtrooper.
Clone trooper, yeah.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan runs into a spice seller, asking about where his daughter is. And then Obi-Wan discovers Haja, I think is how you say his name.
Yeah,
I don't remember. Someone pretending to be a fake Jedi, using Jedi mind tricks for pilots at gates for credits. It's just all smoke, mirrors, magnets. And then Obi-Wan exposes him, and then he agrees to help Obi-Wan find Leia. And then we get to see Obi-Wan fighting super rusty in hand-to-hand combat, and not using his Force powers, so he's not recognized or found for using the Force.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 3 kidnappers that took Leia recognize that, oh, he's just a man, and astonished that a Jedi can actually bleed. Like a Jedi is just a normal person.
Right.
Yeah,
he's like, you're bleeding all over my floor.
Reva, right?
Yeah.
Because I said that wrong before.
Yeah,
Reva reveals that she found Bail Organa has ties to Kenobi from the archives because Obi-Wan fought alongside Bail in the Clone Wars. And then the Grand Inquisitor mentions that Reva, her true identity is being a former Jedi.
Wait, who said that?
The Grand Inquisitor.
Did he? He said
Yeah.
that?
The Grand Inquisitor explains that she is the lowest of them, and she she is only, her position is like solidified because of her abilities, because she can do like the mind stuff and like pull information from
reading?
people's mind. Yeah, the
Yeah,
mind
yeah.
reading. But all the powers in the world won't mask her true identity as being a Jedi. It's kind of like short of what the Grand Inquisitor said to her.
Yeah.
So she then orders a bounty on Kenobi. So now the planet that's full of bounty hunters on Daiyu, just every bounty hunter is now trying to hunt down Obi-Wan. And then Leia ends up seeing on one of the beacons of the bounty hunters that he takes down a picture of Obi-Wan. And then now she's suspecting that Obi-Wan is being like kind of behind of her being taken away. So then she runs. I'm sorry. Can you hear me? What the? Okay, now this is awesome. I can't hear anything. Can you hear me at all? You can? Okay, because I can't hear anything now, but I'll keep talking.
Yo, wait, my bad. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay, so you muted everything.
No, I muted myself. I forgot because I was gonna go get something off my bed. But yeah. That's weird. I couldn't hear Damien though. I could hear you, but I couldn't hear Damien. That's super weird. Anyways, no more interruptions. Just continue where you were at, bro.
My mom came knocking on my door too.
You're fine. You're fine, man. You're fine.
That's awesome. Okay, so Leia sees the beacon of Obi-Wan's photo, suspecting that Obi-Wan's kind of behind her being taken. She runs away, and then Leia ends up falling or trying to jump off a roof and ends up falling. And then we finally see Obi-Wan use the Force in the 10 years. And
Bro,
like,
goosebumps.
see him struggling too. Like it was hard for him to do that.
Yeah, bro. I loved that scene. I fucking loved it. You can tell like he was struggling to do that because he's been cut off from the Force for so long, you know. And to him he was trying everything to not have to use it, and so at that point he literally had to, or else Leia was gonna die, which doesn't make sense for the rest of the saga. So yeah, that was a very, very crazy scene. I loved it.
Yeah.
And then Leia was like, "So you really are a Jedi?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, let's get out of here." But yeah, I don't have any questions for episode 2. So I think I have some points of discussion though. Let me check.
I've got some points of discussions.
Oh, the first one I have is actually what we just talked about. I was like, Leia makes Obi-Wan use the Force for the first time in 10 years because she was about to fall to her death. He struggled because he cut himself off from it for so long. So yeah, we already discussed that. And then I also said we realized Reva can read minds using the Force. We already discussed that as well. And then this one's more towards the end. I don't know if I should say it yet. I don't know if I should let you do yours first before I say this one.
Do you want me to start kind of from the beginning of the episode, and then just you can jump in when it's your time then?
Sure. Yeah, if you can read off yours. Yeah.
So
I'm gonna grab something off my bed real quick, so just don't mind me.
I'm gonna mind. Well, so that trooper was a 501st trooper, one of the troopers that we saw in the Jedi Temple in that kind of opening scene of the Order 66. I thought it was weird to see him on a planet that really like no one gets to leave. Once you're there, you're kind of forgotten.
Mm.
And then that spice seller that Obi-Wan runs into, that is Ewan's actual daughter. I can't hear you.
I was gonna say I know that it wasn't that so cool, and I was gonna say that while you were saying the overview, but I didn't want to interrupt you. Bro, I need to start remembering when I press mute, bro. Jesus. But anyways, go ahead. Yeah, we've
What'd
only
you
got
guys
one
think
person
of
so far. Huh?
What'd you guys think of Haja, the fake Jedi?
I didn't like his
funny.
face.
He's
I don't
funny.
like his face.
You like his face?
He's a goofball.
Yeah, he just kind of really
Yeah.
annoyed me just by his face. He's one of those people who just annoy you just by looking at him. In my opinion.
I've got some of those people. I really
Yeah.
thought he was gonna pull a fast one on Kenobi though, but then
Really?
he realized that he was like an actual Jedi, like a Jedi Master, and how
Yeah,
he
like
actually
like a
helped
real
him.
one.
Like, I was shocked that he ended up actually helping him. I thought he was gonna follow through after seeing that bounty go
Right.
through. I thought he was gonna pull something and then cause more problems for Kenobi.
Yeah, I remember Kenobi was like, he's like, "You're a bottom feeder." He's like, "You're a rat." In this, I forgot what he said, bro. I was like, "Damn, dude, he's fucking going off."
Ooh, that spice or the chemical reaction with the behind the door that with Obi-Wan where he throws on the ground and basically just drugs.
He's
all
like,
three
everybody
of the
bleeds.
kidnappers.
It's like everybody bleeds, and he fucking drops it, makes everyone high and shit.
And that's how Reva finds the kidnappers, and she's pissed.
Yeah, for real. He's like, "Where is he?" Holy shit, what was that?
Oh, I
um, I think that's. Oh, keep going. If you have more, I have this one, but it's towards the end still.
the Grand Inquisitor learns why Reva is doing all this and kind of going behind his back and how she sent those kidnappers and everything. She's trying to gain favor from Vader, and that's kind of revealed by the fifth brother.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of already mentioned about about her being a Jedi before.
Okay.
I got some questions for the end.
Okay. I have some more to say too. Whenever, I don't know when you guys want to talk though.
So what you guys? So that when Reva was on the roof,
Bro, she's hopping like a frog. But anyways.
she's freaking parkouring like crazy, dude.
Yeah, bro.
And then I don't know if you guys played Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh, yeah,
course.
both of us. Beat it
How
like two times.
She
Or
force
three.
pushed the beam. Do you remember that from Fallen
Who,
Order?
The beam.
who?
There's a lot of beams that you can push in that game.
So no, and when Reva's running on the roof, she like force pushes that beam.
Are you talking about Fallen Order or Obi-Wan?
Obi-Wan.
Okay, yeah, I remember Reva doing that, yes.
In the game, you do that too.
Oh, yeah, you can like do that, yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
do that to a beam as you're running.
And it falls
Yeah,
down.
I thought that was awesome.
Yeah. During the other podcast that I was in at Celebration, my cousin Michael brought up the fact that, you know how Obi-Wan was struggling with the Force? He compared that with Seer in Fallen Order when she has struggled too.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was with their confrontation with Vader, I think.
Yeah, that she was
The
able to use
underwater.
everything.
Yeah, she used the Force for the first time in a while because she held it, she cut herself off from the Force for years too. So it kind of just reminded him of that, and so he brought that up. It's kind of like the same thing.
And then Hajab becomes that fanboy of Obi-Wan, realizing he's that old Jedi master from the Clone Wars. And then how Reva, we get to see Reva finally use her mind probes, her mind probe power.
Yeah, on that fake Jedi dude.
Just like how we see Kylo in the gross after saga, how Kylo did that to Poe.
I don't even remember, to be honest.
I know.
Oh, yeah, but I know that that one dude, he's like, "I'm not gonna tell you anything." She's like, "I don't have to." Fucking puts her like uses the Force and shit.
Well, go ahead and ask your question.
But like Matthew, they're not really like questions. It's just more of like, how do you feel?
Did I freeze on your guys' screen?
Yeah, you did.
Oh my lord! I look at that fucking smile.
I'm trying to give a smoldering look like The Rock. Dude, I just realized one of the things I wanted to talk about in episode 1, I just remembered that I wrote down how Reva picks up that knife and throws it at a random person. So aggressive.
For no reason.
Hey,
Well,
but
looks like
it
it's our podcast.
got results. Our podcast. Okay, now I'm going to mention what I wanted to mention. How they're talking about Vader being alive, or it's Anakin being alive.
We're back.
Yeah, you're back.
Thank God. I got a heart attack.
I don't understand how Obi-Wan had no idea that Vader was a thing. Like, he seemed so shocked about Vader and Anakin still being alive. Because Anakin is kind of like that iron fist for the Empire.
Mm-hmm. You're saying that you're surprised that he didn't know about him until now?
Yeah. 10 years go by
I know.
after he last saw Anakin.
I kind of agree with you. Because that is a lot of time. Especially because Vader, like you said, he's like the main big guy. You'd think that people all over the galaxy would hear of this dude, you know. But I don't know. I'm just kind of going with the flow. I
Like, I
don't want
wouldn't
to
be
think about it
shocked
too
if
much.
he didn't know it was Anakin, but like him not knowing about Vader kind of shocked me a little bit.
For real, huh?
Yeah, it is pretty crazy. Especially after that long.
That's true, man. What the hell?
Weird,
Now I'm really thinking about it.
weird, right? Just mind
Well,
boggling.
because he knows. I don't know. Because I remember when Reva was telling him, she first says Darth Vader, but after she said Darth Vader, his eyes opened wide, right? Like right after just saying Darth Vader, and then she's like, "Oh, you didn't know Anakin Skywalker is still alive." So I get because he basically already knows that Darth Vader's Anakin.
Yeah, because then they see the hologram, right?
Yeah. So that is super weird. 10 years, bro.
And then we get to see that scene of him kind of like reaching out toward Anakin, and then Anakin opening his eyes in the back tank.
Back to tank.
Back to tank.
Yeah, bro. My actually point of discussion was about that part. I had hella goosebumps when that happened, bro. Because it's like the perfect cut.
Like when he opens his
like,
eyes. Oh.
Yeah, it zooms in on Kenobi's face, and he's like, Anakin, and then fucking Vader like unmasked in the back to tank. Oh, it's perfect cut right there.
Do you think if he spent enough time in that back to tank, he would have healed more?
There's no healing from that shit. I fucking froze, huh?
Yep.
Our podcast, Damien.
For real.
Matt talks. Damien never talks.
Yep.
So since these two were, I guess I should wait until Matt gets back to actually ask a question. Well, I guess I'll just re-ask it when he gets back. So, oh, he's back.
This is probably gonna keep happening. I feel like it's my connection or something.
So since these two were released at the same time, which out of the two do you think was a better episode? Like an opening episode for that?
Wait, I forgot to discuss something about episode 2.
For it.
Reva kills the Grand Inquisitor.
That's what I was gonna say too.
Yeah, which
I thought
obviously he's not gonna be dead. He's not dead because that would break canon. He's in Star Wars Rebels, and I think he survives because that his species has 2 stomachs. So it's possible that she just stabbed him in one of the stomachs and he still lives. But yeah, either way, he survives because he's in Rebels, which takes place years after that. So
I got a question.
Huh?
So, I already asked you this the other day, Matt, but do you think that Leia will be able to run away from Reva in the second episode?
I don't. Well, maybe. At first, I was thinking no, but maybe because this is actually one of my questions for episode 3, but it kind of ties in with the end of this one. Well, what do you have to say, Everett? Do you think she'll capture Leia or not?
yes, I think she's going to.
Okay, so if she does capture Leia, what do you think she's gonna do with her? Because it doesn't really make sense in canon if she takes her to Vader, because Vader doesn't meet Leia yet
I
until
think she's gonna like hold it over Obi-Wan's head because it'll make if like Vader or because the Senate's still a thing. It's not
yeah,
just
it is.
dismantled. So if it word gets out that an Imperial senator's daughter was just kidnapped, it's gonna make the Emperor look really fucking bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she's just gonna hold it and keep it to herself if she does capture Leia.
And then just try to get Kenobi lured to her. Yeah, really wondering what she has against Kenobi. She's obsessed with that dude. Wants him for
Just
something.
power and doesn't necessarily want him.
Yeah, maybe she
Well,
just
she
wants
want
that Grand Inquisitor spot like Vader promised.
right. I think that's all I have for episode 2. Let me see. Yeah, that's it.
I remember a question about or a comment about episode 1.
What?
I wrote down. So I don't know if you guys kind of thought of this because after we found out in the later the new trilogy how Leia was actually like Force sensitive,
Yeah.
how she kind of went into her cousin's thoughts when her cousin was teasing her and kind of pulled out his fears. Do you think that was just her knowing that or her using the Force?
Holy shit, I didn't think about that. You're talking about like when she was giving shit to him in the
Before
first
she
episode?
runs off. Yeah.
I thought that scene was great, by the way.
Oh yeah, me too.
She's like, I may not see everything, but I can see that. But yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think of that. It's possible. It would be cool. I was thinking about this though. Like if we'll ever see in this series like of her subtly using the Force like that. I think that'd be cool. But yeah, I think it's very possible.
Yeah, it could be possible, or it could just be her knowing that because you could honestly notice that from a person if you know them well enough or just enough. And that is technically family to her.
What did that boy say? Is like, why are you acting like that if they're a lower life form or something?
And said that she really wasn't or an Organa.
Yeah, for real. Did you notice? Did you see C-3PO in that scene? For a few seconds, he's all serving drinks and shit.
Yes. But we don't see R2D2.
I know.
I think you're saying when she was like using manners to the robots or whatever. He's like, why would you do that? They're a lower life form or something.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Bro, droids are great. You can't talk shit about droids.
Her little droid that she has, Lola, I love it.
Oh,
it's adorable.
Oh. You know, he's about to cut her free, and then that one dude fucking breaks it. Anyways, do you want to go to episode 3 already? The juicy stuff or what?
Shit, it's only been 36 minutes.
37. That's fine. We don't need this one to be that long. Someone from school I went to school with a while. They said, "Well, I'm officially back into Star Wars thanks to Obi-Wan Kenobi." This is bringing everyone back. This is like the most viewed show or premiere in all of Disney Plus history.
Really good. Fucking deserves it.
And today there's news coming out. I don't know how credible it is, but they're thinking of doing a season 2, and they're changing the ending of this season because of how popular it is. I don't know if that's true, but
does that mean it's gonna push any episodes back?
I don't know. You know what's interesting about that though? At Celebration, Ewan McGregor went up on stage. It was on the last day, and he was like, "Well, I hope you guys enjoy episode 3, 4, 5, and 6." And then he pauses, and then he's like, "And 7, and 8, and 9, and 10," and like we're all like, "What the hell? Like, did he say that for fun, or is he being serious?" You know? So I thought that was kind of weird, and then this news comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, because it is only supposed to be 6 parts.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a limited series, so Who knows? I feel like that if they did more of Kenobi, I don't know what you would do. I don't think because after this, bro, he has to go back to Tatooine and just sit there for years and watch Luke. Like that was his job. This is what Yoda instructed him to do.
Not just that
And-
though.
But
Did,
Blake catch it again.
Wait, what?
did you get? He didn't isn't only watching over Luke. He's also doing the training to get in touch with Qui-Gon.
Right. Which he still hasn't fully mastered yet, obviously.
Do you think he's even attempted it? Because that requires him kind of using the Force, and he hasn't used it.
He's been
for
attempting it
years.
this whole time in these episodes.
But that's also from that first episode from that time span. It's 10 years. So do you think he was attempting that within those 10 years?
Probably, yeah. I don't see why wouldn't. It's a long time. He just hasn't been able to do it yet. But Qui-Gon's for sure showing up in this series, 100%. There's no way they mention him trying to get a hold of him and then him not show up. It just doesn't happen. And Liam Neeson is back into the Star Wars universe now. I don't know if you heard,
Tales of the
but yeah, they announced this anthology series called Tales of the Jedi, which looks amazing, by the way. Everett, you should take a look at that if you haven't already. Actually, no, that trailer was only for us at the celebration, I think. Actually, Damien, isn't that true?
I think it released by now. No,
I'm not sure.
they said they see it sometime.
Someone's echoing. But anyways, yeah. So Liam Neeson's gonna voice Qui-Gon Jinn in that series, Everett. So it's pretty cool. So it's really easy for him to just voice him in this or show up. I don't know if he's gonna show up like physically or not, but easily voice him at least. But yeah, I think we should go ahead and jump into episode 3 already. What do you guys think?
Let's go for it.
Alrighty.
All right, Damien, give us an overview.
Nah, I already got one for this one. Let's see here. Okay. Obi-Wan Kenobi, episode 3. Obi-Wan and Leia are headed towards the mining planet named Mapuzo. Obi-Wan sees a brief vision of Darkseid Anakin in Jedi robes in the distance, but he's not actually there. They then run into an Imperial checkpoint, and a probe droid discovers his identity. A shootout then occurs with Kenobi blasting all the stormtroopers, which he's actually really good with the blaster, actually. And then they run into an undercover spy who's posing as an Imperial officer. She brings Kenobi and Leia to a village. Later that night, Darth Vader arrives with his Inquisitors. He really displays how terrifying he is and starts killing innocent villagers, force choking and snapping their necks. Vader senses Kenobi and starts chasing him. Honestly, this is not part of what I wrote, but that whole thing of Vader is like a serial killer type shit. It was like Jason. It reminded me of like Jason, like chasing people. Anyways, he then ignites his lightsaber and comes face to face with Kenobi for the first time since the Battle of Mustafar. Kenobi runs away again, then realizes he can't avoid Vader. Kenobi ignites his saber, and a strike from Vader comes from behind him. Vader has the upper hand this whole fight, and then eventually force chokes Kenobi. He then ignites flammable rocks and force pulls Kenobi into the fire to watch him burn just as he did on Mustafar. With the help of the undercover Imperial officer, Kenobi is able to escape. The third sister, Reva, catches Leia before she can flee. I don't know why I wrote that because I'm not sure if that happens yet. But yeah, the episode ends. That's basically the cliffhanger. A lot of stuff happens in the episode, to say the least, right, guys? As the first time we see Vader in the series, so anything with Vader in it is crazy. What's going on, Dominic? Good to see you here. But yeah, so seeing Vader was absolutely incredible. He's terrifying. I've never been more scared of Vader in my life. He comes in and starts just choking people and killing people like that. And you know why I think he did that? I think he did that because he sensed Kenobi was there, obviously. And he wanted to kind of show Kenobi how much he's changed and how powerful he is now. And so he started just going after all these innocent people and like just killing them basically. And yeah, you can see how afraid Kenobi was. He was terrified. He kept running away. And as soon as Vader confronted him for the first time and ignited his lightsaber, Kenobi just looked at him and then he ran away. He literally just ran off. And Vader just walks the whole time. He doesn't run. He walks, which reminded me of Jason Voorhees because he doesn't run either. But no matter how fast he is, he always comes up to him. He's always right behind him. And yeah, Vader's just super scary in this episode. Let me see. I do have questions for this one. This is the one I have the most questions for. But before I ask mine, you guys can say anything. You don't have to ask questions yet necessarily, but just say your overall thoughts on the episode. What do you guys think of this episode?
Everett, you go.
You gonna make me go?
Why do you guys always do that? It doesn't make sense. Just someone talk. It's not that hard.
I was thinking. That's why I wasn't talking. I really enjoyed that we got to see a stormtrooper get completely decapitated, basically, or cut in half.
Oh, about that laser gate thing?
Just completely just dead.
Yeah.
And then that mining droid, oh, I like him. How they like say he can't recall or know what he's doing, but he clearly hears. He just doesn't communicate.
Mm-hmm.
How he's just sitting there when the stormtroopers come in, and he's got that hammer, just like ready to just take out those stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it.
Okay, so honestly, I like the episode a lot because it had a lot of action compared to the first one. I think that it was a lot more thrilling. It obviously showed Vader, so I don't really know, honestly. It was better than the second one and the first one though, and I like how it shows more Kenobi of him using a lightsaber again. Obviously, though, he's a little rusty. You could tell that he was a lot less stronger than Vader.
100%.
Especially with the hits. So.
With the hits. Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely, he was not up to par with Vader at all. And that was the first time he's even ignited his saber in 10 years. So he was just, like I said, he was just terrified the whole time. And everything he was doing was just by instinct. Like, Vader was just striking blows at him one after another. It was one-handed, the way he fights. He's just one-handed striking like that. And he's just toying with Kenobi. He was toying with him the whole time. He force pushed him like nothing, starts choking him and drags him into that fire, like I said earlier. And I thought it was a super powerful scene with that fire. He's watching him burn just like, he watched Anakin burn 10 years prior. And then also a very powerful line was Kenobi was like, "What have you become?" And he's like, "I am what you made me." And then he's like, "You should have killed me when you had the chance." And he's actually being like serious about that. Like he would have rather died than being put into this suit and just suffering every single day of his life. So I feel like there's a lot of good lines in this episode between Vader and Kenobi.
Even though it was such a short time frame.
Yeah, and I'm super happy they brought James Earl Jones back for Vader's voice, which makes sense. He's like 90 something, but I thought that was cool how they brought it back. They probably did some like some editing too, because he's obviously older. But yeah, super happy because they obviously weren't gonna put Hayden's voice as Vader.
What? No way.
No, they would never do that. Oh, and you can I could tell that it was. I mean, obviously it is, but that it was Hayden in that suit the whole time, just by his posture, by the way he was doing everything, moving. But yeah, I mean, I can go ahead with my questions if you guys want, unless you guys want to say something before.
Yeah, throw them at me.
Alrighty. What did you think of Obi-Wan's hallucination of Darkside Anakin?
It was low-key, gave me chills.
Me too, bro.
He looked so scary, just sitting on the edge right there. And when he turned around, I did not expect it to be Anakin at all. I thought it was gonna be the person he was waiting for, like trying to meet up with.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a
Yeah.
surprise.
Yeah, I had no idea that was gonna happen. As soon as I saw that, because I was watching it with, my cousin Michael, I was like, bro, that's Anakin. That's fucking Anakin. It's so good to see him again. It's crazy.
It was very nice. It was a little like worrisome of like him seeing like I guess it's more of him being more worried and terrified that Anakin's still alive after, because he gets that vision not too long after he finds out Anakin's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
So he's in shock still.
Yeah, it's right after they landed on that planet. And then Leia's like, "Are you all right?" Also, something I like about this show is that Obi-Wan keeps thinking about like Padme whenever he looks at Leia. I think it's really cool. My other question is, I guess we've kind of like talked about this throughout the podcast, but my second one was, what do you think like Reva's backstory is? We've kind of touched on that, right?
Yeah,
Kinda
talking
think
about her being one of the younglings in the opening scene is what I meant. I don't know if I think I mentioned that.
Yeah.
And then how she
Yeah.
used to be a Jedi.
Yeah. I mean, every Inquisitor was a Jedi at some point, so that's already kind of something that's obvious. But I think that really was Reva in that opening scene of Order 66. I'm just really curious, like I said before, like what her connection to Obi-Wan is. Oh, my bad. Jesus.
Maybe she just doesn't even have a connection at all, and it's just her just really wanting
power,
like, the power.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think, honestly.
She's just blinded by wanting that Grand Inquisitor power.
Yeah, I'm not saying that she's not in the beginning, but I just feel like she doesn't necessarily have to have a background with Obi-Wan in specific. I just feel like, she just wants power, and she knows that if she gets Obi-Wan to Vader specifically, that'll pretty much grant her his right-hand woman. You know what I'm saying?
You might be right, bro. That's a good point.
That's what I have a feeling. It's just her wanting that power.
She just wants to be Vader's right-hand person, right? That's what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Probably, yeah. She's pretty much been after the Grand Inquisitor position since the beginning of this. Who knows? We'll find out eventually. I have a feeling she's gonna die. Honestly, I have a feeling Vader's gonna kill her. For some reason.
Last episode.
Yeah, like kind of similar of how he killed the second sister in Fallen Order.
I just threw her.
Yeah. Yeah, Seer comes running. He just throws her off to the side like nothing, bro. That kills me every time. But yeah, so yeah, we already kind of discussed of what we think or who we think she is. What do you think Vader's intentions are with Kenobi? Because after he took Kenobi out of the fire and he stopped the fire and all that, he ordered the stormtroopers to come and grab him, and then that undercover Imperial officer lady, she like shot at the stormtrooper, and then she made the fire start up again. Mm-hmm. What was to stop Vader from just putting that fire out and grabbing Kenobi?
I feel like he wants him to be worried, and scared of him, and to keep the almost like the dominance, what I'm saying, just to keep Obi-Wan down and scared, mm-hmm. and almost like if he does capture him, I feel like he would torture him to the point where he'd be begging to die or live. I just feel like Vader wants him to go through what he went through.
Yeah,
and just
exactly. So as to torture him and like make his if Anakin just has to be
suffer.
Alive and has to suffer, he's gonna suffer too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that was one of the most controversial things after that episode. Was why would Vader just let him get away after that when he could easily just get him? But I think we're all right here. We all agree on the same thing, that he just wants him to suffer, just continuously thinking about Vader and whatever,
because he already seems like terrified and worried.
Oh yeah,
even after knowing that Vader or Anakin's still alive, and then actually seeing him and how he acted, he's terrified and worried of like what have I done? He's like blaming. He's obviously going to be blaming himself. Like, what did I do? Like, what did I do wrong?
Yeah, I really want to see like. Well, I think. Wait, before I discuss my predictions, let me see what else I have. Oh yeah, I have one more. Which we already kind of discussed as well. I said, what do you think Reva is going to do with Leia if she's captured? Because taking her to Vader doesn't make any sense. So we've already discussed that. So before I start say my predictions. Do you guys want to say anything else about this episode?
Well, do you think that Vader would even? I don't think Vader would know that that's his daughter. I don't think he'd have a clue because when he meets Leia in the original trilogy, he doesn't know.
I feel like he might like see Padme and Leia, like how Obi-Wan does, and then realize.
Maybe, yeah.
But Obi-Wan was also there for the birth of her, so he knows.
Yeah.
Because this could just be, oh, this is one of Bail Organa's daughter.
Yeah, it's a really confusing thing, honestly. Vader doesn't find out about Leia being his daughter until Return of the Jedi, when Luke is confronting him in that last fight. But I say it's kind of confusing because at the time when Episode 4 was being made, George Lucas changed his plans after, like, he changed his plans so many times. And like at first, Leia wasn't even supposed to be his daughter. Leia wasn't supposed to be Luke's sister at first. You know that? It's crazy.
Yes.
She was just supposed to be this other character on the side. Well, not a side character, but just this other character that wasn't their sister and the daughter. So to say that he didn't sense her in A New Hope is kind of, it's hard to say because it wasn't supposed to be his daughter at that point. But anyways, either way, I don't think that Reva's going to take Leia to Vader. I think what Damien said earlier in the podcast was that I think it was Damien that said it. I don't know that she's just going to keep it to herself and lure Kenobi that way. Or was it you, Everett? Okay, yeah, I don't remember who it was. My bad. But yeah, I think you're right about that for sure.
Right, hit me with your next question. I want to answer.
That is all I got for episode 3.
What, did? Oh, you said you had a lot.
That was 4. Yeah, that's all I got.
Definitely the best episode out of the 3. Easily.
Of course, bro. It has Darth Vader in it, dude. Most iconic villain in movie history.
That's beg to differ.
No, it's already confirmed. Fact.
By who?
Star Wars
By-
people?
No, by everybody. It's the most iconic villain in pop culture. 100%. Anyways.
I'll give you that.
That's
I'll
not
give it
what
to
we're
you.
talking about here. But yeah.
Well, what is there else to talk about? You said you're finished with your questions.
Well, no, I'm not trying to go on a rant about how iconic this villain is, but I'm just saying this episode was great because he was in it.
Yes, it was. It was good seeing Vader and Obi-Wan have an interaction between that time of when on Mustafar to A New Hope.
Yeah. We seen Rogue One too, a little bit before that.
Yeah, it was good seeing another interaction. And then obviously there's probably going to be another one. Hopefully Obi-Wan
There has
is
to be.
stronger than what he was. Like he prepares better.
Yeah,
Not as
okay.
worried.
Here's my prediction now. I was telling Damien this the other day.
Fire.
So obviously Obi-Wan's all burnt up, right? He's burnt up now. I think he's gonna have to go into a back to tank and heal up. And I think that while he's in the back to tank, we're gonna get flashbacks from the Clone Wars or whatever. We're gonna see Anakin again in his flashbacks.
Live action Clone Wars would be fucking awesome.
We're gonna get it.
I really hope so.
And so it's kind of like similar to what we saw in the Book of Boba Fett, where every time he was in the back to tank, we kind of got flashbacks. Dark Vader. Oh my god! Don't ever say that again.
What's wrong with Vader?
And she said, when I first talked to her about Darth Vader, she said Dark Vader, but she said it seriously, like she thought that was the name. That was about a killer. Just kidding. But anyways, so yeah, similar to what we saw in Book of Boba, where we saw flashbacks when he was in the back to tank. I think that's gonna happen, and I also think that we're gonna see Qui-Gon Jinn. I don't know about see him physically, but he's finally gonna be able to commune with him and try to prepare Kenobi for the next confrontation with Vader. And maybe even, might be a stretch to say, but maybe even he'll go to Dagobah and see Yoda, and maybe Yoda and Qui-Gon will kind of like help him prepare or something along those lines. Like I said, that's a stretch.
Far-fetched.
Yeah, But I'm really confident about the Qui-Gon Jinn thing, for sure.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, I think he's gonna have. There's before the end of this, all the parts. There has to be some kind of communication.
Mhm.
I got a question.
Okay.
Do you think that there's going to be any reference or seeing of Cal Kestis?
Ooh, I posted this on Twitter yesterday.
I don't
No.
think so.
I do think so. It kind of changed. I'm a little bit less
Maybe in season
confident in it
2.
now. Yeah, so I don't know if you've seen the Jedi Survivor trailer, Everett. Have you?
Yes, I have.
Okay. I originally thought that was a Grand Inquisitor in that trailer, but it's not. He doesn't have the head markings on him. He... Sorry. I don't know what that was, but
Everett, come on now.
What? I heard it.
Because
The headphone.
he doesn't have the head markings on him, and he looks like he looks older in it. And Jedi Survivor takes place the same exact year as Kenobi does, 10 years after the Jedi Purge. And so with that being said, I do think it's possible for Cal Kestis to make a small cameo. I don't know how it would work, but they're both being chased by Inquisitors at this time. It's the same year. I was also making the connection that because before I did think that was the Grand Inquisitor in the trailer, so I was more confident that it would happen because the Grand Inquisitor was just in this show. But I think the Grand Inquisitor is now like in a coma or something. He's like, I don't know what's happening with that dude, but he's still
in the
alive.
back tank chilling.
Maybe, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think it's very possible, and if not, it's possible that Obi-Wan shows up in the game if Cal doesn't show up in the show.
That game is only being released on next gen, by the way.
And I'm very happy about that, by the way.
I feel like
Fuck
it's
you.
I feel like it's more likely for Cal to be in Kenobi than Kenobi to be in Jedi Survivor, in my opinion.
If this
Really?
rumor of like you saying about them changing the ending and maybe doing a season 2 or extending season 1, that makes it more likely, I think.
Bro, if Cal is gonna be if Cal's gonna appear in any show, it's gonna be this one. It this show is in the perfect time spot for that to happen, you know. And I think that'd be a great opportunity for that to happen. That guy, Cameron Mahonigan, I think is his name or something like that.
Cameron
He's
something.
great. Yeah, he's a great actor, man. And they have to bring Cal Kestis into live action sometime soon. Have to. He's one of my favorite characters.
Oh, Jedi Survivor is gonna be a good game. I can't wait.
I
When does it come out?
know.
2023?
2023, yeah.
I think it's the first quarter is what they were planning on.
Yeah,
I'm waiting to see gameplay because that was not gameplay that we saw, which was a
a
little
cinematic trailer. It looks so good though, I can't deny it. It looks so good. It looked almost real.
I'm not complaining, but I was hoping to see gameplay. But who knows?
That's not
how far
usually
along
until
they are.
later. Yeah.
But I'm glad they announced it for Star Wars Celebration. That's awesome.
Yeah, they announced that the first day I was there actually.
I know. I watched the day that trailer came out.
I was gonna say
Had to.
Cal. I don't remember what I was gonna say, man. It was about Fallen Order. I mean, it was about Jedi Survivor, though.
Cal looks a lot older.
Yeah, he's 5 years older. Yeah, I forgot how old he was in Fallen Order. Though. Was he like 17 or something?
I was like 19. But,
I think he was 13 in the flashback when his master died. So now it's 5 years after that. So he was 18, I guess. Yeah, I think he was 18 in Fallen Order. And so then 5 plus 18 is however old he is in this one.
That's easy math. Come on.
Yeah. I'm also counting on my fingers and shit.
I'm having to do integrals and derivatives and IVPs right now, so it's easy. Oh, bye, Matt.
that's the end of the podcast, guys.
All right, thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it.
Like anyone's watching anyway.
So he's 23 in Jedi Survivor. Cool. Just disregarded everything he said. Did you see the thing for Andor?
I did.
What do you think? Looks
This
fucking
is part of
amazing.
the whole rebellion thing that they're doing, right?
What are you talking about?
And prequel stuff, kind of like prequel stuff,
No.
right? Because
No.
this takes place. Is this after the original trilogy?
Andor?
Yeah.
No. It's right before Rogue One.
Oh, so yeah, that's all I'm
And so,
saying.
and so you know when Rogue One is. You said is it after the original
rebellion
trilogy?
stage.
It's before the original
rebellion
trilogy.
stage. It's like the
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. You said no.
Oh, you were saying prequel stuff.
Get the
No, you
point.
just
Come
said.
on, man.
Yeah.
I don't gotta argue.
Come on, Everett. Come on, dude. Just kidding.
Come on, man.
But yeah, it's right before Rogue One, and the trailer looks amazing.
I like the. Do you think it's going to be a short series, constant, like more than just one season, or just one season and done?
One season
Yeah.
done.
I think
For
it's just gonna be
Andor,
one.
they already announced 2 seasons for Andor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they announced the second season before the first one even came out. It's crazy, huh? I'm excited about that, though. We can see Vader in that one, too. Even Kenobi, even. I said even like 20 times right there. What else is coming out? Oh, did you hear about the Skeleton Crew show?
No.
I guess that's like there's like kids stranded on this planet and they have to escape from aliens and shit. It's kind of like I was on the podcast with the Tatooine Sons, and they're saying that it kind of reminded them of like Stranger Things. Like it has kids in it, but it's not really a kids show, and they're trying to escape from this planet. So yeah, definitely some Stranger Things vibes there. Have you guys seen Stranger Things season 4 yet?
Of course, bro. Love that show.
I haven't seen it yet, so you can't say anything. I haven't even seen season 3.
Me and Everett have to talk about it right now.
Yeah, you guys
Dude,
can
that
start your own
ending?
Stranger Things podcast.
Holy
Oh my
shit.
God,
Did you
bro.
expect that? I did not. Like,
I mean,
not at
I
all.
low-key did though. Because I mean, like when I thought of it, but I was like, nah, I'm crazy. And then it just like reassured myself.
My boy Tuka just started a live video.
And it's also crazy though that we have to wait a whole month until we get the next volume.
It's yeah. And then I leave for Wisconsin, so I'm gonna go see.
Who's your favorite
that
character?
friend of mine.
Who's your favorite character, Everett?
Fuck, that's tough.
Or just make it easier, just like favorite out of the kids and then favorite out of the adults or older kids.
You're on his live stream too. I see you. I see you.
What? I think Will.
Will?
Yeah.
All right, no more Stranger Things talk.
Nah,
This is a Star
okay,
Wars
come on,
podcast.
wait up. My favorite is Dustin. I love that guy.
I have
He's
not
hilarious.
seen Stranger Things, Nura.
Dude,
No, I have
Dustin
not.
in his final season and how Eddie and freaking
And then
I've
my
seen the
favorite
first
out of the older ones.
Oh my God.
Steve.
You guys, I'm gonna kick you out of the chat. Just kidding.
I won't join back.
I've seen like the full first season, and I've seen like half of season 2, but I've not seen any more than that.
Come on.
It only gets better. It literally only gets better.
Pop
I know.
culture. Come on.
I just need to hop back onto that train. But Kenobi is out right now, and that's all I'm focused on.
Mm-mm.
I am a Star Wars content creator. Okay.
Barely
Someone
fit.
else just joined. Who's on the live
You-
stream? If
you
you're in here,
are?
comment right now.
And you see
See,
your
nerd
Star Wars
knows what it's
content
about.
creator, and I see The Last of Us right behind you.
Yeah, I love Last of Us. My shit
Yeah,
right there.
it's in your Star Wars.
See Harry Potter? Come on, dude. You're slacking.
Come on.
Yeah. Oh, you want to see my new lightsaber I got recently?
I do
No.
actually.
It's called the
Golden
Skinny
Harvest?
Flicks. Yeah. It's a skinnier version. It's more accurate too.
Oh,
Like
Zabuza.
this. And the Covertech wheel instead of the D-ring. That's more accurate as well. Stranger Things is good, yes. Hi, Dominic. Sway me that thing. But yeah, it's way louder than my other one. Here's my other one. Someone dropped it.
Bruh.
I'm dead.
Bruh.
But anyways, no, it's good. It's good. No worries. No worries. But anyways, I'm fucking dead.
It's everywhere.
This one's way fatter than this one. I'm gonna do a comparison vid. I posted on my story yesterday. You guys probably saw it.
I don't look at your social media at all.
Well, other people do, so you can get out of here.
Okay.
Fuck swing. I can't type. I give up. But yeah, it's loud.
Holy fuck! Ow.
I can almost imagine the blade.
That is so fucking loud in my ear.
I'm doing a giveaway, guys. I'm just kidding.
Not that rich.
Fuck no, I just got it, bro. But no, it's
We need a
super cool.
sponsor.
It has a new soundboard that I've never had before. It's called Golden Harvest, and it was really confusing on how to use it when I first got it, but I'm used to it now. Very customizable. I will discuss that in my new video that comes out. I'm currently editing my Star Wars Celebration vlog, which is going fantastic. I love it.
Oh yeah.
We need a sponsor, Matt, because I don't want to do this for free anymore.
I wish I was sponsored. I've already reached out to a couple. Companies.
Oh shit!
They all
really?
said no.
I'll do ad reads gladly.
I reached out to the helmet company I bought my helmets from. I also reached out to the saber company I bought my sabers from.
I want a helmet.
One of
I
them
wanna wear a helmet
said
for a whole episode.
Dark Wolf is where I bought my sabers. They said that they don't do sponsors right now, but if they ever do, I'm the first person they'll hit up. So I'm happy about that.
Shit.
For Samoa Art, which does my helmets, he says that the only thing he can do for me is I can get helmets early before other people, before they go on sale or before they like run out or whatever. So I get first dibs on helmets, basically, is what he said.
Dude,
That's dope,
cool.
though.
That's cool. It's better than nothing. And but I should definitely get. Hopefully, Dark Wolf changes their mind because most of my sabers are from them, so I definitely deserve to have my own, discount code and all that. I think Damien's about to get his first saber from Imperial Workshop, right? Maybe not.
maybe. Think about it though. I could afford it, but it's a big purchase,
Bro, you won't regret it. You love it. You love it.
Just wait. When you get older, you can get a credit card, and then, like
No.
when my Transformer Lego came out, I used my credit card. There goes $200.
$200.
What is Dominic? What flash holders? What are you talking about?
Talking about your lightsaber, bro.
Oh, I'm so dumb. I need to get that banner off the screen. There you go.
Dude, but if there's ever an ad read, I'll gladly do it.
I forgot to show that clip I was trying so hard to trim. Let me show it real quick. That way it wasn't for nothing.
Bro, that
Oh, that's
breeding
so
is
sick.
just crazy.
So sick.
Who's that guy?
I don't know. The most iconic villain in pop culture?
No idea.
Never heard of him.
No, it's Dark Vader. It's Dark Vader. Right, Nora?
How do you spell it?
That's what the original prop was made from, right? Yeah, it was made from a camera, yeah. Called the Gray Flex. That's why it's even called the Gray Flex. Did you know that, Britt? It's pretty cool. This specific lightsaber was made from like this part from a fucking camera. This whole top piece. All the other stuff from different parts, but
That's a cool flashlight.
yeah. This one is still my favorite. It's Damien's favorite as well. Saber Trio. Maybe one day they'll sponsor me. Yep, it's Dark Vader. 100% it's Dark Vader, yeah. Dark Maul, Dark Sidious, all this. You guys want to talk a little bit about Star Wars Celebration or no?
I
I
have
can
nothing
go.
to say about that.
I can go on and on and on about
Everyone
that.
wasn't even there. We just leaving them out, or what?
I can go on and on and on and on and
You just
on
want me to
about
get out of
that.
here?
You do it on your own time, pal.
Wait, Damien, did you say that you want to talk about it or not?
I don't want to leave Everett out.
Aw.
Why not? I'll leave everyone out. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's fine. We don't have to talk about it. but I can say that Obi-Wan himself told me that I was the chosen one.
Yeah, and you panicked.
You guys can't say that.
You panicked, though.
What was the best part about Star Wars Celebration? Thank you for that question, Dominic. I really appreciate you for asking
Dominic,
that.
why'd you
Yeah,
have to
sure,
ask
Matt.
him?
Who'd you
Now
get to
won't
meet?
Shut up. I'm just kidding.
I met so many people.
So
The best part about Star Wars Celebration. That's a really hard question, actually. Just the overall experience, really. Why are your nails blue?
blue Takis, you know?
Oh,
Dominic, can you ask me a question next? Because this is only a question Matt and Damon can answer.
I'll just make it short because, like I said, I can go on forever. But just the overall experience of being there, being surrounded by all these people that love Star Wars, and all the panels I went to, all the people I met, all the photos, and just so many memories I have now from going, and I absolutely loved it. But that's just to keep it short. I know I was about to go visit you.
I was in freaking Fresno, basically. I was so north.
Yeah.
It took me like 11 hours to get to where I was going from here.
I wanted to cry on the way home, bro. I wanted to fucking cry.
Yeah, me too. I got stuck in LA.
You wanted to cry because you were stuck in traffic or what?
Bro, the drive there was horrible. I was so
Bro,
tired the whole time.
like I said, I can talk about it all day, but we're not going to talk about it.
Dude, the drive back was worse for me. Dude, that traffic in LA was so bad.
Everett, who is your favorite character in Star Wars and everything related to it?
What do you mean everything related to it? Like
At least
Star
answer
Wars?
the
everything
at least
related
answer
to the
the
picture.
My favorite character? I've got to say, I
Darth
like
Vader.
Wolf.
Really? Wow.
What? You sound like Owen Wilson there. Wow.
Wow.
I'm a
Don't get me
huge
started on voice impressions.
I'm a huge fan of the clone commanders and how they were slightly different from one another. I like that a lot.
Now let's hear some impressions.
It's time to snap story these. I'm just kidding.
Bro, speaking of, sorry, there's another Star Wars Celebration in memory. Dude, I was doing so there was these 3 30-second clone troopers with the Ahsoka's paintings, whatever, and no, maybe it wasn't them. It was just some other clone troopers, and I went up to take pictures of them. I was like, well, I was in character though. I was like, "What's up, guys? I'm Anakin Skywalker." I was like, "It's good to see you guys," and he's like, "All right." He's like, "Good to meet you, General," whatever, and then after the photo, I was like, I don't like sand. Like I did like the whole, and then they're like, damn, dude, that was so good. I was like, yeah, thanks. I've been practicing. And dude, later on, like the next day, or it might have been the next day, someone came up to me, bro. Obviously, I'm in Anakin's cosplay, and they have a little jar of sand that they're gonna give me, bro. They look at hand me. He's like, oh, I got a gift for you. I looked at it, it was a tiny little jar of sand. And then I was hanging out with this chick I met, Allie, at the time, and freaking it was right in front of him, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like I was like, "I'm gonna have to do an impression right now," and I was like, "I don't like sand, of course," and I did the whole thing. I took it, and I was like, "Can I keep it though?" He's like, "No." He fucking took it away and like walked off. That was so stupid, bro.
Remember that stormtrooper that tried to fight you? That was hilarious.
Yeah, and I asked to take a picture with the stormtrooper. And we took like one regular picture, and then afterwards he's like, all right, now let's get one like this. He like punched me in the stomach. He like legit kind of punched me in the stomach, and like he took a picture of it.
And then he like went like that and like hit his knee and right in Matthew's stomach.
Yeah, he's like headlocking me or something. I don't remember, but it was so weird. Like caught me off guard, bro.
And I was taking the picture, so I got it in the picture.
Yeah, this is all awkward for me. Everett and Damien need to invest in some lighting. 100%, dude. Look at me, and mine's all look. All you guys need is like a little light ring or something.
Wow, he's a ghost.
I have a light ring. It's on like the left side of me, and it's like faced towards the ceiling. Because if I faced it,
yeah, I am white as a fucking person, so I can't avoid that.
And it's your webcam from your computer, so like built in, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. Damien has one that's actually not built in, so His is pretty good. And I have an actual camera, so that's why my quality is good. As long as my connection is not bad.
You're so blurry right now.
You're lying.
Bro,
it might
it's
be on the stream though. It
it's
might
like
be
you're
on the
on a
actual
DS,
stream.
bro.
The DS. On the Nintendo 64 and shit. That's funny.
Hey, nothing's wrong with the Nintendo 64, okay?
Bro, the next celebration is in London.
Let's go. Got a passport?
I might go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get vaccinated if I go.
Anti-vaxxer right here. Get this guy out of here.
And then I'm gonna have to get my passport too.
Why'd you point at me a little bit toward the end?
Oh, because I forget which way it is. It's reversed.
He doesn't know his left and right. It's no big deal.
You're funny, pal.
I know I am. I'm a pretty funny guy.
Why? Why does it matter, Damien? It's part of HEPA. HEPA, he doesn't have to clarify if he's vaxxed or not.
It's my boy Tuka on live.
Are you vaxxed, Everett?
I don't discuss medical history with anybody.
You got lucky this time.
It's part of HEPA. Like, if I have herpes, do I need to tell you that I have herpes?
No, but I would be able to tell.
Okay, what if I had AIDS? Do I need to tell you I have AIDS?
Hey, you can't compare those two, man. That's bad, bro.
No, let's keep the politics out of here, okay?
Yeah.
I hate politics.
That's why you talk them.
Huh?
I said that's why you talk them, huh?
I hate politics.
Everett, when are you going to invest in a lightsaber?
What's a
Yep,
lightsaber?
Bro, do you want to get kicked out of here?
A laser sword? Come on.
Yes. I'll invest in a giant baguette.
Best get your money up. What is happening? Get back to Star Wars.
Dude, you missed everything. We talked about our Star Wars stuff. This is our
Dominic, you always join towards the end.
stuff.
He was in here earlier.
He was. Wait, you said he was in here? He was, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he might have left because we did our Star Wars discussion and then we kind of just talk a little bit after.
Yeah, this is true. Dominic, did you watch Obi-Wan Kenobi? This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Since
So bad.
he's asking,
I do that because I'm so bad at his impression.
Kenobi.
Kenobi. I can't do Obi-Wan, dude. I can do everyone else. I just can't do Obi-Wan. So funny. I failed you. You have failed me for the last time.
it's okay if Dom hasn't watched Kenobi. It's okay because you.
I
haven't
feel like
watched
he
some of the
has
things.
because he watched Boba when it first came out. So I think he's on top of it. Maybe not. Maybe. We'll see what he answers right now. Not the newest episode. Oh my lord. That's the best one. Thank God you weren't here when we spoiled everything for you.
And Matt hasn't seen Stranger Things.
Yeah, I've seen some of it. It's not like I haven't seen it at all.
He's
seen the whole
in
first
season 2.
That is right. You are correct.
I know because I listened.
I can. Oh, I was about to show something that would spoil it for Dom, so I can't.
Just spoil him, man. He's here for a reason.
No, I don't want to spoil him. It's really fucked up because it's too good, bro. It's too good. I was gonna show these during the stream earlier, but I didn't. I heard it. I'm about to watch it after the pod. Dope. Dominic, I really can't show you. I really
Dom
can't.
Dom just said do it. Spoil it. Play your
I
damn
can't.
clip.
I'm not gonna do that to somebody.
He just said do it.
Nope.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
All right. What impressions do you want to hear before I end the stream?
Yoda.
Do it.
Good podcast this has become. Do or do not.
Do it. Play the clip.
It's not a
Dom,
clip.
play the clip.
It's a few pictures. It's a few pictures. It's not a clip.
Show the
But
pictures.
the
Dude,
pictures
Jar Jar.
the pictures are from the most vital moments of that episode, and I do not want to spoil it for him.
Do Jar Jar.
I'm a decent human being. I don't spoil stuff.
Dom, he won't do
Do
it.
Jar Jar.
Misa Jar Jar Binks. Yusa Misa.
Do it. That's too high pitch, man. I mean, low pitch.
My headphones are about to fall off if I kept doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt, are you off tomorrow?
Yeah, but I'm gonna be busy. What?
So this is personal stuff, man.
Dylan and I are going to a trampoline park. He's gonna teach you how to do a backflip.
Dylan. Oh shit, Dylan Ehrmantraut?
Yeah, he's gonna teach you how to do a
Oh,
backflip
shit.
tomorrow.
You can't do a
That sounds
backflip?
fun.
Nope.
You
Do
can?
backflip? Yeah, on flat ground.
Yeah, whatever.
Hi, bro. Watch. No, it's fine. I can't.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I was about to say there's no fucking way.
But what if I pulled up? What if I did a backflip right now? What would you do?
I'll be mind blown. I would be super mind blown.
I'm gonna learn how to do it
impressed.
Saturday.
I'm gonna learn this
Saturday.
summer just so I can.
If
just
you
do
did
it.
a backflip right now, I would post it on my shit. I would like record this part of the podcast.
I wouldn't
put it
let
all
you,
over
bro.
my
You
shit.
just get free clout.
Next podcast, I'll do a backflip for you.
Oh, I want to learn it. I can't do
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit. I should, so I can play the part of Anakin while doing backflips and shit.
Well, I think this podcast is better than our last one.
I agree, and it was the
Is that a
first
minute?
podcast. I was the first podcast where we actually discussed something new. You know,
Yes.
we're not just recapping old stuff. So I
Yeah.
loved it.
20-year-old movies.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this podcast, and I hope everyone that watches this after and everyone that has watched it during enjoyed it as well. Let's see what this comment is. Are you gonna make Matt
Already did,
Reacts
bro.
merch?
Oh,
I
shit, I need my
already
t-shirt.
have. I'm also gonna make Matt Talks merch as well. But yeah, you can if you want one. If you want a shirt, just hit me up. I can make it in any color combo you want.
For free.
And
Vibrant pink
no,
and
it's
neon
like
yellow
it's like
writing.
$35. It's kind of expensive, but that's what it costs to make it. So
Shit, stickers. I didn't even think of that. Good
oh, I
thinking,
have a sticker
Dom.
right here. I have a sticker right here next to me that has Matt Reacts on it. Let's see. I think I lost it actually.
So I can rip it on my car.
I think I lost it.
Oops.
Yeah, I 100% lost it. Oh well. I made stickers to put on my car for when I went on the trip actually to California, but
Never put them on.
it's not in my font though, so I actually want to get one in my actual logo, not just any random font that says Matt Reacts. But yeah, I'm slowly growing after celebration, which is nice. I'm the most popular on Twitter. I don't know if you guys realize that, but
Yeah, I do. You got like 1.
I have like 1.4K followers on Twitter.
That's what I just said, pal.
So popular.
Yeah, dude, Twitter's my most used app now, and I used to never use it.
Looks
I
like
post up-
I'm following you on Twitter.
Whatever. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, guys. Bro. Hey, you love my banner though. Come on. Unfollow.
It's okay. I just followed you back.
But yeah, I think that's it, guys. You guys have anything else to say before we end this podcast? This
All right,
is our
bye.
shortest. This is our shortest one yet. I will
You
kill
can you can do.
What? I think you're muted.
Well, I was muted. I was saying you guys can send us money on Venmo, and I was saying just kidding.
I'm not.
Hey, I want to do an Anakin quote.
I was here.
Tell me how it is, okay?
Horrible.
It's the Clone Wars one. It's hard to do. You hate this one, Tiger. I mean, Damien.
Oh, yeah, I already know what it is.
You call this? I can't do it. You call this a diplomatic solution? This is where the fun begins.
The
Ahsoka.
Fun Begins one was good.
The fun begins one.
Mhm.
This is where the fun begins. I can't do it. It sounds different on the mic, man. I can't hear myself.
No, it sounds pretty normal.
Does it? Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty accurate. It sounds as bad as it usually is.
Let's hear you, Everett.
No.
Okay. No fun, pal.
I think my best one is the I don't like sand thing.
Let's hear it.
I don't like sand. Hold on. I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough, and irritating, and it gets everywhere. But here it's so soft and smooth.
Luke Moist.
Luke moist and rough and tainted, and I'm just saying random shit now. Sorry, master.
Sorry, Master.
Let's hear yours. We're really getting done with the end of this live stream, but who cares? It's mine. I own it.
All right, I'm out.
Peace out, homie. Love you, man.
Bye,
Thanks
bro.
for joining the podcast.
Yeah.
Now it's the rule of two. Who created the rule of two? Who created the rule of two, Everett?
What's the rule of two? 2 fingers?
Why is Damien back?
Peace out.
You sound like you're underwater. What?
I don't.
You sound like you're swimming.
Huh?
Hello?
Great job, guys. Always a good time. Excited for the next one. Hey, I appreciate you, Dominic. You're a recurring audience member. I appreciate you for that.
If I wasn't in the podcast, I'd be an audience member too.
So would I. So would I,
Alright,
man. I'm going to be hopping on other people's podcasts soon. Stay tuned.
Oh, bye, Dom.
See, you mean Damien?
Bye, Dom. Bye, Damien. Both of them. They're both
Alright.
leaving because we're about to end this podcast, right?
Well, you better answer this question. Who created the rule of two?
Fuck. What was his name? I can't remember his name.
Okay. Before I forget, we have to make a pose for the thumbnail. Damien is already out of it. He's always out of the thumbnails, so whatever. His name is Darth Bane, by the way.
Oh, okay. That was not the name I was thinking of.
Yeah, super old character.
I was thinking of, I think, Sidious's master.
Plagueis?
Yes, Plagueis.
You ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? Let me just show you my prized possession. Matt Lancer and Ashley Eckstein signed this for me.
Which is amazing, that picture.
Ashley is the nicest human being on this earth. She is so nice, bro. Matt Lancer is super nice as well. I showed both of them my tattoo. They both loved it. When I first showed Ashley, because I met her first. Well, I didn't meet her first. Her autograph was first. I took a picture with both of them prior. But anyways, I told her about it. I showed her a picture of it because I couldn't take my fucking pants off. I had like a whole uniform on. I couldn't like strip everything down and show her my leg because I was like fully dressed up. I showed her the picture of it and she's like, wow, that is amazing. She's like, I've never seen one like that before. And I was like, yeah, because I made it. She's like, wow. And she's like, have you showed Matt this? And I was like, no, not yet. I was like, not yet, but I'm going to meet him tomorrow. And then, I'm going to get an autograph from him tomorrow. And she's like, oh my God. She's like, yeah, because if you didn't, I was totally going to tell him about it. I was like, yeah, damn, thanks. And then, dude, she takes so much pride in her autographs. Like, dude, I love her. Fuck, I already lost the thing that's up there. But she makes a big A for Ahsoka and then Ashley, because it both start with an A. And it looks so good, bro. And Matt Lancer told me something that I didn't know. I know you haven't seen Rebels, and that scene is from Rebels.
I know it is.
You've seen that scene, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I brought it up to him. I was like, is this weird that you're about to sign this? Because I know it's not Anakin, but it's Vader. And he's like, no. And I was like, well, you voice Anakin when he says Ahsoka in that scene, right? He's like, yeah. And then he told me, he's like, you know what's crazy about that scene? And I was like, what? He's like, for Vader, they mix Vader's voice and Anakin's together. They mix James Earl Jones and Matt Lancer's voice together, while like that's what his voice is, which is really weird. Oh, I mean, it's interesting. I just didn't know that, and I thought that was cool. And he was telling me this other stuff. I don't know. He's really cool too, man. He's so cool. It's great meeting them, man. But yeah, I think that's it. Sorry for going on and on. Did you listen to my podcast, the one I was in, the one I was a guest in?
Yeah, I complained and said you didn't mention me or Damien being your co-host. Like a lot of others podcast. Matt talks or Matt reacts with a Z.
Yeah, not bad.
Didn't mention your co-hosts.
Well, you know what? Now you have more credit because you actually did an overview for yourself. So now I have
You
to feel
asked me to
confident.
do that, and I said yes, I will gladly do that.
I know. But yeah, I think that is it, everybody. Thank you guys for watching. The ones that are watching afterwards, thank you. If you enjoyed it, I hope so. Give it a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment as well. Thank you, Nura. I know you're still here. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dominic, if you're watching this afterwards. I know you're not here anymore. Thank you, Damien, for leaving early. Whatever. And yeah, this has been a great time. I am looking forward to doing the rest of these for the upcoming Kenobi episodes. There's only 3 left. We're already halfway through the season. Hopefully the season 2 comes true. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. May the force be with you, Everett. We're gonna do a thumbnail real quick before I forget. What do you want to do?
Whatever you want to do.
Is it a peace sign? So I'm gonna do the force. Oh wait. Fucking dead. You want to do that?
Yes.
I'm on.
No, I need to look this way.
Hold on. Fucking dead, bro. Ready?
I'm sitting here doing it.
All right, we're good. Nerds, probably you guys are fucking idiots.
Oh.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and Everett, I'll see you in the next one as well. Peace out, guys.
See you in the next one.